Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe Dan Boyd. I'm with Tenor Chapel United Methodist Church, the quintessential country church. Can everybody hear back there, Roger? Okay. This is our 7th year of free family entertainment like this. And we are celebrating the work over the last several years of Eddie Owen, who's been not only our sound man here for this event every time, but he has been the world's greatest sound man.
Amen.
If you look on the back of your program, his picture is on there. This is our tribute because this is his last night as our official sound man. So thank you so much, Eddie Owen, who's also performed several times on the stage and very likely will continue to do so. He'll certainly be welcome to do so if he wishes to. So I want to thank you so much, Eddie. You pulled us out of many a tight, and we're very grateful for your abilities. And he has been a certified, highly trained sound man. You know, he has the credentials. If you have any doubts about his training in the area, well, look him up. Okay, we're starting off today. I'll remind you that we're aware that we've got a lot of competition downtown. There are several benefits going on for Bonnie and Mark Foster, as well as Rhett Butler is at the Bowery stage. So a lot of things going on that are competing for our time and attention tonight. We thank you for coming out for this event. We're going to start off with Doc Davis and I and Larry Gamble are going to attempt to do 3 songs for you that we hope you enjoy. I'll mention too that 2 weeks ago there was the Culture Club Art Gallery sponsored a benefit for Tenor Chapel United Methodist Church because we're going through this year a budget shortfall. And most of you who are, if you're into economics or budget, you know what that means. It means you either got to raise some extra money or you got to cut some expenses. And we had at the beginning a $18,000, 18 or 19, I forget, right in that range of $18,000 or $19,000 budget shortfall. Tenor Chapel is a small country church, but we have a pretty good sized budget. We have a lot of ministries that we support, and we have, just by way of extra contributions before the benefit that Culture Club had for us, we had cut that shortfall in half. We were down to $8,000 or $9,000 short, budget shortfall. And so we had this benefit, and this is the tip jar that we had at the benefit over here by the water bottles. And I've decided to put it up every time we have one of these events. And one of the ways that we being the people that put on or perform for this Tenor Chapel Music Night event, I have been in the practice ever since we've had it, 7 years, to run an ad, to put together and run an ad in the Winsboro News. And when I first started doing that, they were $38. This is a display ad with a picture in it. This month's picture has got Greg Wyman's picture in it. And that started at a church rate of $38. And now it's up to $42. And the church has willingly paid for that in the past, and as far as I know, they're willing to continue to pay for it. But I kind of decided what I would do is keep the tip jar here every time we have one of these, And anytime that anyone is moved to put anything in a tip jar, we'll use that first of all, to finance the ad. If we get to the point to where we can't afford to have an ad anymore, we'll stop doing it, I guess. But as long as we're doing it, we're going to have that $42 expense every month for this. So I have decided on my own as a coordinator for this event to use the first part of anything that we get in the way of tips will go toward paying our ad. We'll play that by ear as time goes on. But that's why that's sitting over there, and I expect it to be there from now on if anybody wants to put anything in there. I want to thank Ken Eaton for the amount that we got last time at the Kosher Club Art Gallery. He had told me in advance that he would write a check to bring it up to an even amount, which he did. And so Ken is not only a very loyal performer here, but he's a very loyal supporter of Tenny Shabbat, which he is not a member, by the way. Thank you so much, Ken. Okay, the songs we're going to do we're going to start off with an old song that I was introduced when I used to listen to the Grand Ole Opry on my grandmother's battery-operated Zenith radio. She had a little Zenith radio about the size of a loaf of bread, and the battery was bigger than the radio, and it sat on top of the big battery. And I used to listen to the Grand Ole Opry on that little Zenith radio, and there was the star entertainer of that era was Roy Acuff and his Smoky Mountain Boys. And one of his band members of the Smoky Mountain Boys was a guy named, they called him Bashful Brother Oswald. His real name was Beecher Kirby, but he was a great singer and a dobro player in the Smoky Mountain Boys. And he was such a good vocalist that he could make up for high notes as Roy Acuff got older and couldn't quite hit the high notes. Beecher Kirby would stand in, and you couldn't tell whether it was Beecher Kirby, Bashful Brother Oswald, hitting the high notes, or Roy Acuff. And this was one of the songs that, and he usually got a spot to do a solo on every episode that the Roy Acuff's group sang. And this was one of the songs that he used to sing when it was his time, and it's called Southern Moon. Oh, this is in the key of A, guys. ladies and gentlemen.
It should be pointed out that my good friend Joe Dan has gotten in the habit of inviting me to join him with the harmonica, usually giving me 15 or 20 minutes notice. But I've discovered that before he does that, he always makes sure that he picks songs that I have never heard before in my life. So I'm just kind of guessing up here, but we're having fun.
It shows you a professional. And you can
Let the cat out of the bag. Okay, Doc, let's get our radiators moved down to about B flat.
be flat. I got it flat. Look at it flat.
This is an old song that goes way back. A song that you've heard, I'm sure, numerous times. If you remember when there was a TV show on called Sing Along with Mitch,
Yeah.
he used to do this song on that, and he changed the chorus a little bit. Sing along with Mitch.
How old are you doing?
Hold it up. Mitch Miller, I believe his name was, he changed the chorus on it some. We'll probably, in this version, we'll probably do the old original chorus as well as the one Mitch made famous. But everybody's heard the Yellow Rose of Texas, and feel free to join in on the chorus. There's Yellow Rose of Texas, I'm going there to see. No other bell has heard, nobody on their knees. Cried so when I left her, it'd like to broke her heart. If we ever meet again, we never more will part. She's the sweetest rose of color this fellow ever knew. Eyes are bright as diamonds, sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your dearest maid, or sing a rosy leaf. The yellow rose of Texas beats the bells of Tennessee. When the Rio Grande is flowing, the stars are shining bright. We walked along the river on a white summer night. She said, if you remember, we parted long ago. Promised to come back to her and not to leave her so. She's the sweetest little rosebud Texas ever knew. Eyes as bright as diamonds, and sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your dearest maid and sing a rosy leaf, but the yellow rose of Texas beats the bells of Tennessee. So I'm going back to find her. My heart is full of woe. We'll sing the songs together we sang long ago. I will pick the tenor guitar and we'll sing the songs of yore. And the yellow rose of Texas will be mine forevermore. She's the sweetest little rosebud Texas ever knew. Eyes are bright as diamonds and sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your dearest maid and sing rosy leaf. famous musician walk inside here. That is Ron Lawson. Good to see you. Okay, we're going to wind up with a song that we need to move the radiator clamps down to about C.
Oh, I love singing.
Yeah, C is a one we can all fit. This is going to be a song that's going to be a tribute to tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Father's Day. Now, one thing I know about fathers in this room is every one of you out there has had a father. Every single one of them. Now, in addition, every male out here may also be a daddy. Somebody may call you father. This is a song that made Gene Autry famous. Before he put this song out, he was a telegraph operator. He was kind of discovered by Will Rogers, who stopped in one time to send a telegram, and Gene happened to be not too busy at the time. He'd been picking around on his guitar when Will Rogers walked in. And then after Will sent his telegram, he said, you know, young man, you're pretty good on that guitar. He said, keep at it. And so he did. And then not too long after that, he recorded this song, which truly made him famous. Overnight, he was a sensation. That silver-haired daddy of mine.
All right.
And yes, I do quite.
How did you sing?
In a vine-covered shack in the mountain, bravely fighting the battle of time, is a dear one who's weathered life's sorrow. It's that silver-haired daddy of mine. If I could recall all the heartache your old daddy I've caused you to bear, if I could erase the lines from your face, bring back the gold to your hair, if God would but grant me the power just to turn back pages of time, I would give all I own, like a button, that silver-haired daddy of mine. Mr. Larry Gamble on the harmonica. I know it's too late, dear old daddy, to repay for the sorrows and guilt, but dear mother is waiting in heaven to prepare and solace for you there. If I could recall all the heartache dear old daddy I've caused you to bear, if I could erase the lines from your face, bring back the gold to your hair, if God would but grant me the power just to turn back pages of time, I'd give all I own, if I could but atone to that silver-haired daddy of mine. That's the tune, but it's a different song. Our next performers are on the stage already.